so we're currently tracking them.
We think they're at the end of the street.
Let's get a move on.
I think that's them. Oh, it's not.
Oh, I think they're down there.
They have a blue pickup.
Let's get ready.
There they are.
Move in on them.
Yo, here's the
Please put your hands up.
Go! Whoa!
Put your hands where I can see them. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot provide one, one will be afforded to you. Do you understand these rights?
Sure.
Kinda.
So, what's this?
I don't know.
It says
My clients are speaking unless we have an immunity contract.
Do you know where Greg is? We're not going to give you immunity unless we know where Greg is. I don't know. Right.
They will give you Greg's address.
His
If-
current location?
Yes. If you grant them immunity.
Alright, fine. Sign here, both of you.
Let's go, get a move on. Kind of signature is that?
Alright. Where is he? Okay, let's go. Are we done?
Let's.
Police, open up! We have a warrant!
The Fourth Amendment.
Secure the area.
I surrender.
Hands up! Stand up.
Get up!
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be provided for you by the law.
Let's go, come on. Watch yourself.
Is Greg your real name?
I need my lawyer.
Bring in the lawyer.
How are we doing, Mr. Hernandez? Oh, good. Oh, stay in shackles. They treat you well?
Okay. Okay.
Could do better. Could do better. We're gonna figure this out for you. Let's go.
So what's your real name?
Pop.
What's your
Smoke?
name?
Pablo Hernandez.
Where were you
The
December?
second.
Where were you December 21st?
You were hanging out with your family. They were just coming in from Mexico for the holiday break.
I was hanging out with my family. They're coming in for the holiday break from Mexico.
Yeah, they got green cards?
Of course.
Alright, we're gonna have to verify that. Where did you get the drugs from? Tell us now. Where did you get the drugs from?
What are you guys whispering about?
He can talk for himself.
Whoa, easy. Hey, we have our right to talk.
You have a guy.
I'm a guy from the cartel.
Yeah, we're gonna need his name.
Everything.
I can't. I'm risking my family's life.
What's his
Well-
name?
Dylan and Casey already told us everything we need to know. They testified against you.
I'm not saying.
Tell us who you're buying from.
You know, we can't share that information based off of the safety. You know,
Can't share that information. Safety.
Okay, well, is there anything else we should know?
Actually, Dylan and Casey constructed the whole plan, and I had nothing to do with it. I had no clue.
So they're lying to us.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, they lied. That's
I can't hear
funny.
you.
Yeah, they lied. That's
I
just
don't believe. Stop mumbling.
Tell us what we need to know.
We know you're lying.
Do you consent to a lie detector test?
Yeah, because I'm not lying, and there's nothing to go against. So,
All right, so we're gonna hook you up to a polygraph. It's not gonna hurt. It's just gonna be a little thing on your finger. And if it beeps 3 times, you're lying. If it beeps once, you're telling the truth.
Bring it in.
All right, this is a polygraph. It's gonna tell us if you're lying or not.
All right, tell us the truth. Who constructed the plan?
It was Dylan and Casey.
You're indeed lying.
I'm indeed not.
It doesn't lie. You're clearly lying.
You have no clue what you're talking about. You're clearly an inexperienced cop that you just go for a hole.
The machine doesn't lie.
All right. Were you with your family in Mexico?
Answer the question. You do not
You
need to
don't-
discuss.
you don't need-
Answer the question.
Answer the question now.
I was not in Mexico. I was in my house.
All right. Were you with your drug buddies or your family?
You do not need to discuss it.
I was with my family.
That's a lie.
Lying. Again.
Yes or no? Were you with your associates?
No need to
No.
discuss.
It's not inaccurate.
It is.
It's not possible.
Not.
There's the results.
I have the right to discuss with a lawyer.
Your lawyer is right there.
and I'm discussing with him, so I can say whatever I want to him.
All right, this is over.
Hey, we're gonna figure this out, man.
Hey, we-
tight.
Hey,
tight.
we will.
You have a good one, Mr. Hernandez.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not in jail.
Order.
I'd like to call my first witness, Pablo, to the stand.
Howdy. How's your day?
So, Pablo, where were you on the night of December 21st?
I was with my family.
What family? Immediate family? Cousins?
Close family. Yeah.
Close family?
Yeah.
Who was there?
Wife, 2 children.
Children. What were you guys doing?
Playing some board games.
What board games?
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy? Who won?
And, Twister. Dude.
Twister?
Yeah.
Twister. Okay, that's all for now. We would like to call Dylan Call to the stand. So, Dylan, could you tell me where you were on the night of December 21st?
Unfortunately, we were going to sell drugs.
Sell drugs. What kind of drugs?
Cocaine.
Cocaine. Who was your boss?
His name is Pablo.
Pablo.
Right there.
You
yeah.
see him in the courtroom?
I do. He's right there.
Let the record show that my witness has just pointed out the defendant. And how much cocaine were you selling?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A substantial amount.
Yeah, enough to sell and not be for ourselves. Yeah.
Could you say that Pablo is a dangerous man?
I would say so. Yeah.
Yes. That is all for now. We would like to call Casey McAuliffe to the stand. Now, Casey, where were you on the night of December 21st?
Selling drugs.
Selling drugs.
Well, I
who
wasn't.
who were you selling them for?
Pablo.
Pablo, do you see him in the courtroom?
I do.
Where could you point him out?
Right there.
Let the jury know she pointed towards the defendant. Now, how much drugs were you selling?
Probably close to a pound.
A lot. A very, very good amount of drugs.
Yes.
How long have you known Pablo?
About 10 years.
10 years, so well enough to get a gauge on how nice of a person he is.
Yes.
Could you say that he is a honorable man?
No.
No. Have you seen him commit bad things?
Yes, multiple crimes.
Could you say murder?
Yes.
Let the jury know she has said that Pablo, the defendant, has committed murder. So he's not a nice man at all, right?
Not at all.
No. So, how long have you worked for him?
Probably about 9 years or so.
9 years. That is a very good amount of time.
We're going to do a cross-examination. I'd like to call Casey McAuliffe to the stand.
Hey, go get him, Chief.
Thank you. So, we recently learned that you were granted immunity, and you basically sold out Greg for everything that went on and said he was the ringleader of the entire drug scheme.
Correct.
How do we know you weren't the drug leader?
Because I was originally brought in at a very young age by him, along with Dylan.
I find it kind of ironic that you get granted immunity, and you don't get in trouble, but you have no proof or record that Greg brought you in.
I have pictures from the past 10 years of me and Greg.
Why don't we have these pictures, and how does that even prove that he brought you in?
Because he's a bad man.
See, you don't have evidence to prove that. We can't go off of that saying he's just a bad man if there's no substantial evidence to prove him guilty of that.
I saw him kill people. I saw him torture people.
But how do we know he didn't see you kill people and torture people?
I've never killed anyone.
See, how do we prove that though? Because you guys were in Mexico. We don't have any record of that. This is the United States.
Find the records because I've never killed anyone.
We don't have time to do that. So there's
Make time.
there's no evidence to charge him with anything because there is no record or
He got
piece
caught
of
with
paper.
drugs.
And so did you.
Because
Therefore,
of him.
but you sold him out just so that you could get immunity and he
The
could
only
get in
reason
trouble.
I'm doing this is because he brought me into it.
How do we know that?
Because he's a bad man.
See, we don't know if he's a bad man. Oh, that'll be all.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor. The jury has found that the defendant is guilty of drug trafficking.
Pablo, you're sentenced to 25 years in prison with the option for parole with good behavior.
It's not it. That's not it.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm
I tried
clean.
my
I'm a
best.
clean cut guy. You know, I
tried my
don't
best.
deserve this.
Hey.
I don't deserve this. You know. I mean, I didn't do this. I don't sell drugs. I'm a good guy, family man,
Hey,
businessman.
Hey, you'll make it.
I
You'll
mean,
make it, man.
I don't know. This.
Hey,
I'm a
take
good
it
guy.
easy. Take it easy.
Dude, what do you mean? You're giving up on me?
Take it easy.
You're giving up on me.
Take it easy, man.
No, you can't. This is ridiculous.
I'm
so
sorry.
pumped.
I'm sorry. I'm
No.
sorry.
Whoa. What? No.
I'm sorry, man.
Help! You gotta help me.
gotta help,
It's
man. You
over,
gotta
man.
help.
It's
no,
over.
no, look, you guys need to help me. Come on now. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on.